Maybe too much coffee. I don't know. I'm just in alignment right now. Oh, look at this baby bump. This will be better. Here's the bump. 20 weeks today. Halfway. Very exciting. These melons are swollen, that's for sure. I hate them. Does anyone else hate giant warlocks on their chest? I feel like a freaking cow. Anyway, let's just cover those up. Okay. Okay, so today we have a Q&A. I wish Zach was here for this because I would just love to see how uncomfortable he gets by all these questions. At the end of this video, I have some crazy news. Oh, you guys are gonna think we're absolutely nuts. We're moving. So I'll tell you guys more about that at the end, but I know if you clicked on this video, you came for the Q&A, so let's get these questions. Let's get these Q's. So this is an Ask Me Anything pregnancy Q&A. Let's get the juicy deets. Oh my god, there's a huge bug. This bug's really gonna be tripping me out the whole video. If that thing starts flying, I'm gonna be out because it's a big black, like, flying bug. I'm pretty sure it's a hornet. Does being pregnant make you poop more often? No. Actually, in some cases, it can make you constipated, but I have not had any issues with that, personally. Oh, and that is from Lauren Lampina, 21. Thanks for your question, Lauren. You weirdo. JK, love ya. Mickey, hey girl, she asked if you could give Zach one of your pregnancy pains, which would it be and why? I want to be nice here, but but when I was in labor with Rosalie, Zach got so pale in the face at one point that everyone was very concerned about him. He really almost passed out. He had to sit down. The nurses were like, okay, you need to sit down. I would say I would give him the contractions, but men weren't built for that kind of thing, you know? This is a woman's job. Our bodies were made for this. He couldn't handle it. And I like him. I kind of want to keep him around. So, one pregnancy pain, huh? Hey honey, if you could take one of my pregnancy pains, which would it be? Do you want the contractions? You want the labor part?
Big boobs.
Big boobs! That's like my least favorite.
I just can't. Is that pain? I don't know if that's really.
No, I mean, it's painful to me. Guess I would give Zach the weight gain and cellulite, because I would really like to go without that. The comeback's gonna be just as good as it was last time. I'm not really worried about the weight gain. I think body image is something I have worried about. And your body image is kind of something you have to work on really hard when you're pregnant, but seeing the baby like on the scan a few days ago and seeing all the perfectly functioning organs and things that I'm growing in my body right now, I just can't find it in my heart to care about all the other negative side effects because I'm growing a human. Like, obviously, yeah, this is something women have done for centuries and centuries, but still, it's amazing. And I'm just so proud of my body. I guess to sum it up, I think the one thing I would give him is the heartburn because it's awful. I wake up in the morning with heartburn. What is that? No, thank you. And I had never had heartburn until this year. I thought there was something wrong with me because I had never experienced heartburn before. I was like, is this like an anxiety attack? What's happening? But no, it's heartburn. It's not fun. Want to sit on your lap? Don't be scared. I had to kill the hornet really quick. I'll show you guys that in a second. So that was the brief intermission. Zach says that the reason he almost fainted with Rosalie is because I was in so much pain and the anxiety got to him.
Well, and lack of food.
Lack of food, yeah.
It's 24 hours.
All he had was a Snickers, I think.
Yeah, blood sugar was low.
Oh, this is why he didn't want to sit down. He needs a haircut. You can go now. I just need them to
Just
see you.
See that one thing?
Yeah. Or unless you want to stay. You want to stay?
No, because I'm sweating. You're
hot. It's hot in here. So Hannah asks, how has this pregnancy been different than when you were pregnant with Rosalie? It's been significantly better. I have not thrown up a single time this pregnancy, which I realize I need to be very grateful for because I've been there. My first trimester with Rosalie, actually well into my second trimester, I was just throwing up constantly, couldn't keep anything down. The only things I really ate, well, a majority of the time were oranges, fruit snacks. My food of versions were much more severe with Rosalie. This pregnancy's been really easy. Differences, definitely my tummy. You know, my body's done this before, so my stomach grew a lot quicker. You know, my abs have separated before. They knew the drill. What else? My boobs, they're bigger. Even bigger than with Rosalie. I am like nervous to see what it's gonna be like when my milk comes in, because I remember with Rosalie I was like disgusted because they were pretty much like this but just rock solid, and now they're probably gonna be 2 times as big with this baby. And then let's just say after we're done breastfeeding, I'm getting them taken care of because they're gonna be like deflated freaking sacks of lard, and I'm not looking forward to that. So yeah, we're gonna fix that. Oh, you guys, something that was different this time. Holy cow! I passed out. So I was on the potty, and I guess like if you're straining, your blood pressure can like fluctuate a lot or like drop, but also your blood pressure is naturally more high when you're pregnant. So I don't know what happened, but I had some sharp pains in my stomach while I was going, and I just started getting really hot and clammy and like blurry vision. The next thing I know, I am face down on the floor with Rosalie's potty chair seat around my knee, and I don't remember what happened, so I definitely passed out. But I'm almost positive that I was lucid long enough to lower myself slowly down onto the ground before I lost consciousness. That was really scary. I've never passed out before, so if you're pregnant, watch out for that. If you are feeling faint, don't mess around with it. Lay down. And you guys are gonna think this is hilarious. I laugh about it now, but it was not fun in the moment. So the next time I went, you know, number 2, I had to have Zach sit with me, and he kind of told me, like, next time you go, I'm gonna come sit with you, because if that happens again, you need someone there to catch you so nothing bad happens, of course. Because if I had hit my tummy, that would have been a very different story. But yeah, so he put his noise canceling AirPods in and put a chip clip in his shirt over his nose. And I was just sitting there like this the whole time. Pregnancy will bring a whole nother level of closeness between you and your partner. I laugh about it now because that's just like, bless his heart. He's a great husband. Willing to sit with me on the shitter. Oh man, so that's a story for you. Okay, Bree, my girl Bree A, hey baby, mwah. She asks, Prego cravings. So my cravings have been like all fruit, a lot of oranges, a lot of apples, and really, really spicy foods. I've been eating a lot of flaming hot Cheetos, like until the point where I have to take a break and then come back to it because I feel like the spice just kind of builds. So the spicier the better. Now I really want some spicy tacos. So Brie also asked, does your sex drive change? And happy to say that no, the sex drive itself hasn't really changed. But I will say the energy in which to do so is not usually there by the end of the night. Because the exhaustion has been real for both of us. I mean, we have a new puppy and Zach gets up at 5:30 to take him out. Yeah, but you know, we know how to get it done. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. So Kaya asks, does it really hurt that bad? LOL. Pregnancy itself, it's different for everybody. But towards the end of your pregnancy, yeah, you're just uncomfortable all the time. Like, you just can't find comfort. Even in your own damn bed, you can't hardly find comfort. It's pretty sad. But the labor part of the actual pregnancy, yeah, it's the worst pain you'll ever experience. I think the only reason you are able to do it again is because you get another human. And I love our current human, Rosie, so much that I wanted another one. Call me crazy, but I just pray that this labor goes way, way quicker and way smoother. But trust me, girl, hurts like a bitch. Brittany Dean asks, what was one thing you did not expect when you were in labor? So this is obviously from my pregnancy with Rosalie, and I did not expect to get the epidural, actually. I was gonna just try and do it without because I have a high pain tolerance, and so I waited. I didn't plan on getting it until I was struggling to dilate. My body wouldn't dilate because Rosalie was sunny side up, and so her head wasn't in the proper position for me to dilate properly and fully to 9 centimeters. So I was at that point, they were putting me in all sorts of f***ed up positions. One in particular that was horrible, that made me scream, was they put like a stack of, I remember it vividly, like 4 folded towels under my hips. And so I was basically in a bridge, like with my shoulders on the bed and my hips raised by these towels. And so I was contracting, but the contractions were like going up, like into my rib cage. Oh my God, like I was begging for a C-section. I'm not joking. I was telling them, get me a C-section. So at that point, I got the epidural. I was 9 centimeters when I got the epidural. And after that, I don't know if I was more relaxed. Rosalie never did flip, but I did dilate and she came out, so it was okay. But yeah, I actually hadn't planned on getting the epidural with Rosalie, and I did. And I'm just gonna get it this time. Like, no question about it. That's great. Thank you for modern medicine. Christine asked, how are you feeling? Girl, I'm feeling so good. I'm just so thankful. We found out that the blood test came back for our anatomy scan and our genetic testing, and there's no signs of Down syndrome or any of the trisomy defects, and all the organs are functioning beautifully. Baby is on track, and like there's just no better news than that. And I'm just so grateful to hear that this baby is healthy. So Christine, yeah, I'm feeling amazing. Thank you for asking. That's so kind of you. And actually, that reminds me, I have to tell you guys my announcement. That's really exciting. If you're in the market for a home right now, you've probably noticed that the housing market is lit. People are throwing out insane numbers for houses and paying way over the actual value of the home. So competing in this market is going to be insane. And with a baby on the way, we can't stay in the apartment we're in. Basically, financially, I don't see things being different for us as far as being able to compete in this market, especially considering Wisconsin housing market is crazy. Because the cost of living there is so high, we decided that in order to save $1,600 a month in rent, we have decided to completely humble ourselves, but also like relieve ourselves of some major stress and move back in with my parents for a little bit. Zach's parents and my parents, they live really close to each other too. So Rosalie will get to see them every day. She now has 2 trampolines, 2 huge yards to play in, 2 loving homes that we'll call home in a couple of weeks. When this one comes, I will have some help. If you guys have children, and if you've ever experienced the newborn phase, you know there is nothing more important than having a support system around you. And that's why they say it takes a village. I think this is such a good decision for us right now. We had to like kind of let go of our pride and our love for our space. Like Zach and I value free time, we value our space, but we also know in order to set ourselves up for a better future and to do it in a timely manner, like it's gonna take us 6 months, maybe a year, and we could get an amazing home because we'll be saving so much a month, and I'll be able to work more because we'll have our support system around us. This is not what we expected to do at all, but I'm so happy with this decision, and even more so being back here. I just know it's what we're supposed to do. And we love our family. We're very blessed to have people that we actually love, because I know some people just don't get along well with their families. My parents have a huge basement, 3 bedrooms. It's got a living room, a bathroom, a refrigerator, a deep freezer, a sink, and they don't hardly use it. It's like basically our own apartment in the basement. So it's gonna be really good for us. I hope you guys enjoyed today's Q&A. I definitely enjoyed it. Thank you for submitting questions. I love my friends on the interwebs. Having an online community right now is just so invaluable, seeing as we're in a pandemic. So I'm so thankful you guys are here. Thank you for submitting questions for this Q&A. Hope you enjoyed these answers, and we'll talk very soon. Love you. Mwah.